Okay, so we're gonna keep going, start with an open mic. It's hot, we know it's been a long day. Some of us have been literally at about this level since 6:30 this morning. But we do want to give an opportunity for some local people to come up and share some thoughts. We're asking that everybody try to keep it to under 2 minutes, just so that we can get as many people up here to share their stories as possible. And the first person I have is Howard Watkins.
Thank you. I want to give yourselves a round of applause. And the reason for that is when Prop 8 was on the ballot, a majority of Americans opposed marriage equality. Today, a majority of Americans support marriage equality. And that was brought about by people like you and all the organizations locally and nationally campaigning for marriage equality, talking to friends and family one-on-one, more people coming out of the closet, so to speak, and showing that marriage equality is something we all should support. I'm an attorney, a couple of observations on the Supreme Court. Number one, someday, I think in my lifetime, we will have marriage equality across the country. The reason for that is even conservatives opposed to marriage equality agree marriage is a fundamental right. A fundamental right, for the government to deny that, they have to have a compelling and necessary reason to deny it. The proponents of Prop 8 couldn't even come close to meeting that burden. And the Supreme Court did not address that point. But once they do, marriage equality will be a national right. I also, another observation, especially with the Voting Rights Act, whoever is elected president makes a difference. The 5 votes to gut the Voting Rights Act are 5 votes from a president I did not support. The 4 votes for it, the votes for marriage equality, are people I supported, the presidents that appointed them. So when people say it doesn't make a difference who you elect for president, today is an example. This week, the court decisions on why it does make a difference. One additional point is be engaged locally. We can do some at the national level, state level, but you can make a big difference. And the groups that were mentioned, and politically, the Fresno Stonewall Democrats, there's the Central Valley Progressive PAC, there are the Democratic Local Party, Peace and Freedom, Green Party. Get involved so you're electing good people. That's the stepping stones for who's going to be in Congress, who's going to be in the state legislature, who's going to be in the U.S. Senate. So get involved, continue. Today's a great celebration. We will have another one in a few more years. Thank you.
Thank you. Nicholas.
Pretty close, pretty close. Thank you.
There we go. And anyone who comes up, there is a little step ladder in the back if that's easier.
Hello everyone, I'm Nicholas LeBay. I just wanted to say that I am an LGBTQ advocate for LGBTQ teens in foster care. And I just want to let you guys know that, thank you. I just want to say, with that, I want to let you guys know that working alongside with the Department of Social Services and their LGBTQ task force, we have found out that we need homes that are gay friendly. We need homes for teenagers like me that don't have really a family, because I'm a foster child. And I needed a home where I could be accepted for me. So, if you're interested, become a foster parent, let me know. I have more information for you. Thank you.
The next person, I'm very excited, wanted to come up and say a couple words. But before she comes up, I want to say a couple words about her. And that's Robin. And I had the unfortunate, we didn't move into California until right after Prop 8 happened, so we missed all the meat in the middle. And not long after I moved here, this March on Washington thing was happening. And all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, that was helped organized by Robin McGee. She's from Fresno, you gotta meet her. And I'm like, okay. And I have been blessed over the last 4.5 years to meet and get to know one of my heroes and someone who was instrumental in taking out Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And thank you. And I think she gets a couple extra minutes.
I'll be really quick, I promise. Hello, Fresno! How's it feel to be equal? Okay, and I also want to say, Jennifer, how's it feel to know that we never have to get arrested again? Right there. Well, not here in California. We'll move to Mississippi next. So I'll be really quick. I want to say a couple of things. I'd like to tell Jim Franklin to kiss my lesbian ass right now. I'd also like to say my two kids, Sebastian and Jackson, are not here. They stayed as long as they could, and they headed home. But this morning I was having a conversation with Jackson about what it meant. And she said, bottom line, Mommy, we won, right? And I said, yes, Jackson, we won. And the other person that I'd like to say to kiss my ass, even though I don't like saying that, but Jennifer made me even more of an activist, is to Father, what he calls himself Father, but he's not really a father, Father Sal, who was at St. Helens but then went to St. John's or somewhere, but for throwing me off the PTA and making a young boy learn about the definition of discrimination at such a very young age. I hope you experience a sad day today as we won the right to say, screw you. Now, in the words of Gavin Newsom, it's gonna happen whether you like it or not. And it did happen in California, but that doesn't mean that it's happened across the United States. We have a lot of work to do. And I want to end with a quote from a brilliant man who spent many years fighting a civil rights fight and who's gravely ill, sadly, at the same time that we're winning equality, and that's Nelson Mandela. So in the words of Nelson Mandela, a man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice and narrow-mindedness. I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom, just as surely as I am not free when my freedom is taken away from me. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. I hope if you are married, or if you get married, or if you just attend a ceremony, you look at everyone around you and say, we are free, we are free, we are free. And it is because of all of the work of all of you. Thank you so much, Fresno, for meeting in the middle. And Mississippi, here we come.
Patsy.
She's coming over on the far left.
Oh, okay. Oh, another one. Goodness, you're so cute. Mine's 24 and she's still cute.
Thank you. Thank you for being patient with me as I have run around and chased this little guy all over. He attended, this is Arda, and he attended his first gay pride this year. Last year we were in another country. During Pride Parade, it was the first one I've missed in many years. I was fortunate enough to have been married for more than 30 years to the love of my life. When he died, my heart broke. But I also understood that our family and our love were given benefits that other people weren't. I've been involved with this struggle for many, many years, and it's important. It's important for my grandson to have the same opportunities that my husband and I had. When he was born, During the first week of his life, his mother was looking at him, cuddling him, and telling him he could be anything he wanted to be. His father, who is from another country and Muslim, but very supportive, had asked her, looked at her and said, what does that mean? You can be anything you want to be. And she talked about this American ideal of being able to have opportunity and freedom, to be whatever you can be. And he said, well, what if he wants to be gay? And my daughter looked at him as though he were crazy. And she said, well, if he's gay, he's gay. And he will be the most loved gay boy in the world by both his mama and his baba. And he will be loved by everyone, and he can still be president of the United States. And today he can still get married, just like his grandfather and I. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, we're gonna try to get through a couple more. And again, we've got somebody that's helping to remind people of time in case they need it. Reese, I just saw Reese. There he is.